Good afternoon. It's Eric Rohr with Assisting Hands Richmond, and it's our Friday finish, July 3rd, 2020. So thank you for joining me today. We've got a few things going on that I just want to cover, but just as a reminder, I've got all my stuff going on and I'm self-producing. So let me get things started here. And all right. So again, I'm Eric Rohr with Assisting Hands Richmond. It's our Friday finish. I just want to remind you, Assisting Hands Home Care, where our services are designed to support people wherever they call home. That's a traditional home, independent living, or assisted living community, or a skilled nursing facility. And we go in and help people with their activities of daily living. We call those ADLs. And that's like bathing, grooming, toileting, transferring, cooking, and cleaning. We can help with medication reminders. We also specialize in services for families and individuals living with dementia. You know, a lot of people look at our services and think they're just for seniors. And we do have quite a few clients that are seniors, but we also help people that may have just been recovering from surgery. Our very first client was recovering from shoulder surgery and needed some help with getting dressed and bathing and cooking and doing some of the most basic things. And once her shoulder recovered, I'm sorry, for some reason my screen decided to go on its own. Was able to return to her normal living, and our case ended. And our goal really here is to help you remain happy and at home. So let's get into the week. The first thing is happy 4th of July. It's tomorrow. I know a lot of people are out of the office today. I'm actually in my office, but you know, I just want to say happy 4th of July. I think it's really important that we kind of remind we are part of the United States of America, and we've got to come together and just really support each other. And let's just remember that during the holiday. I know it's going to be difficult. We have social distancing and COVID concerns, but this is something that we really need to celebrate, and maybe celebrate a little bit differently than we have traditionally. So happy 4th of July. With that in mind, that reminded me of something that I have highlighted on the Friday finish before. That is the flag exchange for the Nelson and Woody Funeral Homes provides. Susan Campbell is someone I know that works with both of these funeral homes, and she is a great promoter of this service. So if you bring in a worn American flag, you'll receive a new one free, and they do that all through the contactless exchanges. I don't know if they're going to be doing this tomorrow, but it's just a reminder with 4th of July about this great service they have in terms of getting a new flag for a worn out flag. So kudos to them. The other thing I want to talk about, and I think just, you know, COVID-19 has been back in the news again. We all see what's going on. Certain parts of the country are re-spiking. I think we've been very fortunate in the Richmond area that that's somewhat hasn't been the case, but it doesn't mean COVID-19 isn't prevalent in the communities around Richmond. And I just want to remind everybody that we have and will continue to accept COVID positive clients. I've talked about this before. We've taken care of COVID-19 positive clients. We've done so successfully without getting any of our caregivers infected or bringing any additional people at risk. I feel strongly about providing this service, especially with the hospitals and rehab facilities and skilled nursing facilities, many times needing somewhere to discharge COVID-19 clients so they can free up their beds and their resources to take on new patients. And so we want to be able to be in the home to help those people, those clients kind of transition back to home. Now, we don't do this lightly. This obviously is a very specialized situation. We spend a ton of time investing in sourcing PPE and then rewriting all of our protocols and all of our training procedures. So I just wanted to kind of go through some of those. We are continuously monitoring all the relevant agencies, be it the CDC, the World Health Organization, the local health organizations and government agencies about what is going on and what needs to be done to be compliant with their directives and their recommendations. We have implemented enhanced caregiver training. We bring all of our caregivers in and train them on how to remind a lot of the things on proper hand washing techniques, infectious disease control, specific signs of COVID-19, and then specifically on the proper utilization of PPE. And those that, in making sure they know how to put it on and take it off appropriately. We are continuously doing caregiver screening. And if the caregiver is assigned to a COVID-19 positive client, someone from our office will meet the caregiver before and after every shift to take their temperature, so we monitor that, as well as make sure they have all the proper PPE, that it's intact and it's effective. And then at the end of the shift, we're making sure that it's disposed of, the PPE is disposed of properly so that that doesn't pose an infectious disease risk to others. Our PPE, I think everybody's heard what that is personal protective equipment. Those are the KN95 masks. We have face shields and goggles. We have isolation gowns. We have foot coverings. We have gloves. We have head coverings if that's necessary. And all that we're providing for our caregivers to make sure they have it appropriately. And then, like I said, we're making sure when they leave that shift, that PPE is properly disposed of, or in the case of reusable PPE, that we are then sanitizing it and making sure that it doesn't become part of the infectious disease spreading. So just a reminder, we're doing that. We take it very seriously, and we've spent a lot of time on being able to do that. So the next thing is my shout outs for the week. And if y'all are following me on Facebook and LinkedIn, you've probably seen a lot of this, but I want to give a shout out to the Alzheimer's Association, and specifically their walk to end Alzheimer's. So, you know, their goal is with the walk is helping lead the way to finding Alzheimer's first survivor. Unfortunately, Alzheimer's is a disease that there is no cure of, and it will end in death eventually. I know that's a pretty heavy diagnosis, but it's the reality of what we're dealing with. And so I love that their goal that we're going to find an Alzheimer's first survivor. If you're also following me, you all know that my sister has been diagnosed with early onset dementia. It's not specifically been diagnosed as Alzheimer's, but Alzheimer's is a form of dementia. So I think anything we can do to help Alzheimer's, we're going to be helping with the broader umbrella of dementia. So in kind of supporting that, I have formed an Assisting Hands Richmond Walk to End Alzheimer's team. So there's a couple things you can do to help support us. You can walk with us. You can promote the walk and getting others, you know, to be aware of it. And then you can help us recruit additional walkers. Or you can help donate to the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's. I've put this already up on my Facebook page. We've already gotten some people contributing to the specific team that I've formed. The Alzheimer's Association has a goal of $650,000 raised for this walk. I think as of today, they're 10% of the way there. So they're making good progress, and have just started kicking this off. I have a team goal of $2,000, and any amount is appreciated, and it's very easy to donate. And if you are interested, either go to my Facebook page or LinkedIn page, and there's information there on how to donate or join the team, or you can send me an email at eroar@assistinghands.com. It's at the bottom of the screen. For the actual walk, The date is October 31st, 2020. So they're planning on having an actual physical walk as of right now. Obviously, that is subject to where we are in terms of the whole COVID-19 situation. But right now, I think they're being optimistic, and I love it. October 31st, yes, it is Halloween. It's at the Richmond Raceway. There's a registration starting at 8 a.m. There's a brief ceremony at 9:30, and then the walk gets going at 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's a 1 to 3 mile walk. So I think it's definitely doable. I'll be there. And like I said, I'd love for people to join our team. And the more people we get on our team, we're going to make sure that we are having events leading up to that, and we do some group things. So I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about the walk, something to do together. And it's just kind of a physical manifestation of our support for this great cause. So well done, Alzheimer's Association. Thank you for putting the energy behind that. And please, let's get a great big team together, and let's blow through the team goal of our fundraising to help Alzheimer's. So that was my shout out. The other thing I wanted to ask for your all's help on is that locally, the Richmond Times-Dispatch, annually they have the best, and there's lots of different categories, and I'm asking for your support to vote for Assisting Against Richmond to be the best in-home healthcare provider in the Richmond area. So in order to do that, again, I've posted this on my Facebook page as well as my LinkedIn page, but there's the link that you can go to, or you can just Google RTD the best 2020 and it'll get you to the right place. We're in the health and beauty category, and more specifically, we are in the in-home health care provider category within the health and beauty kind of area. If you start typing in Assisting Hands, you should see Assisting Hands Home Care Richmond and Henrico Chesterfield VA show up, and just click on that one and it'll log it, and you can vote once per day between now and July 19th. So if you're so inclined, you can log in and vote each and every day. So that's it for the Friday Finish this week. I'm going to say, I'm not sure if I'm going to have the Friday Finish next Friday. It's because I'm on vacation next week with the family. I think it'll probably determine if it's a rainy day, I probably will be having the Friday Finish just to have something to do. But if it's a good sunny beach day, I may not be in and available to do the Friday shout out. But anyway, I'll put something up, let you know whether or not to tune in. So thanks again, and have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Be safe, take care of each other, be kind to each other, be compassionate to each other, and just generally love each other. Thanks, and have a great 4th of July weekend.